Welcome back, or to anybody that's new to the Cologne Talk X.
TJ Talk Sense podcast.
Let's go, baby. Episode 19. And
19.
this one's gonna be a good one because they're rating a house that's as popular as Perfumes de Marley, probably one of the most popular niche houses out there.
Which is the house of
Sergio, baby.
Zerjo. Do you think they make the best bottles in the game?
100%. It's so good. Other than Killian's the liquor collection,
Yeah.
these are up there.
Do you think House of Oud's up there as well? Because that came to my head straight away.
Ooh, House of Oud is also pretty good. Mind Games, I like their caps. Their bottle are alright, but the caps are pretty good.
We can't forget about
John Paul
these.
Gaultier. Oh yeah, Stephen Humber Lucas. Those are gorgeous.
Yeah, they're fire. They're fire.
Yeah.
But
Can't forget the Marvel bottles either. You know the Marvel bottles, bro. I've been seeing those and I'm like, I want to collect them just for the fun.
what, the little Spider-Mans and all that stuff?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Spider-Man, Captain America.
What they got a SpongeBob one as well, innit?
Yeah, SpongeBob one, yeah. Those are funny as hell, man.
But before we get into the ratings, what are we saying? What's the week been saying since the last episode?
It's been the same as last week, man. Nothing crazy, just steady going, working. I haven't bought anything. I haven't received anything, but I did buy my first LV.
Oh shit.
And take a guess on what it is.
You bought Ombre Nomad?
Yep,
Oh, ho.
dude, I had to. That's a freaking 10 out of 10 fragrance, I swear.
Did you get it straight from LV or did you get it on discounter?
I got it on discounter.
So how much did you get it
Well,
for?
those are hard to get on discounter, but I found a guy who like mass buys them and sells them for cheaper. So on retail it's 410. I got it for 280.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not
Yeah,
bad. So
it's a fucking steal.
that's probably like 250 over here, which
Yeah.
that's the price of us if we wanted to refill.
Oh, damn. So I don't know if I'll be able to do refills because like I didn't buy it, so I don't have a receipt. Is that how it works? Do you have to like show a receipt and all that?
I think if you don't have it, because someone could have bought it for you as a gift like
Yeah.
ages ago. So when you go in there, I think you have to give them your details so they can upload it onto the system.
Mm.
So
So
you
I
should be
wonder
all
if I'll
right.
be able to. Yeah, we'll see. Because I told you I mentioned to you right that I want to start sampling and decanting soon. So I was like, yeah, I gotta get an LV, and I feel like that would dope. It would be dope to like get refills and all that once I do,
Yeah.
if I do sampling and all that.
The thing is, the price you paid for it, the refill is probably more expensive than
Ah,
that.
shit, damn. I don't wait. I don't, is a refill really that expensive?
Yeah, so over here, the 100 ml bottle, if you buy it fresh, is £320. But then if you refill, you get basically £70 off, so 250.
Damn, there's not. Damn, I would probably be more expensive. Holy shit.
You're gonna have to contact the same guy to buy another fresh
I'll
bottle.
just get another bottle. Yeah, I'll sell the bottle. I'll send it as a gift in one of the samples.
So what are we saying? Are we starting decanting soon, hopefully, yeah?
Hopefully, I'm planning on start decanting. I already got the stuff in the car, the syringes, all the different stuff.
Yeah.
And
Let's
hopefully
go.
soon. Yeah,
Let's
because I'm
go.
like, dude, I was thinking about it. I was like, dude, I got like 200 something fragrances. I'm not gonna go through any of those.
Yeah.
A lot of them are gonna be collecting dust. There's some that I haven't touched in the last year. Like either I sell the bottle, someone else has better use for it, or
Yeah.
I use it for a better purpose, you know?
Yeah. Because it's true, like if you look at most of your bottles, you got 90% juice in nearly all of them, and
Yeah,
you're never gonna get through them. And as well, say ones that you don't wear too much, someone else might love that. So by you doing
yeah,
decants, they get that, and then you can use that money and then buy other fragrances that you want to talk about and recommend to people and stuff like that. So it's a good idea, man.
yeah, 100%. I want to start doing that, and then I'll probably like for fragrances like Dior and Parfum and fragrances that are rare to find. I'm probably not gonna decant those.
Yeah.
Those are like a secret little stash on the side.
Like you see, I pretty much decant everything, yeah, in my collection, yeah. Apart from this. Like
Why this
I
one?
don't know. I just it's like it's mine. I don't want I don't want
Have you
anyone to.
used that much? You
Yeah,
used that much? Holy
yeah.
shit, damn. That's
I,
125 mil.
this is my second bottle of it. I've had two bottles in the last 3 years, so I actually go through this stuff.
Holy shit. So I was thinking, dude, you reminded me with the Christian Dior bottles. So Christian Dior, those ones you can't refill, like Louis Vuitton bottles.
Nah,
So the other day when I was looking to buy that Louis Vuitton, I was like, damn, do I get the Ombre Nomad or do I get Oud Maracuja? And I was like, damn, I want Oud Maracuja. I like Oud Maracuja, it's really nice. But bro, it's like 350 for a 50 ml.
it's the price different. Yeah, over here it's 220 for a 50 ml, which is it's the same price as smoking hot.
Yeah, the same price as smoking hot. Yeah, that's true. This no, actually, here Oud Maracuja is more expensive than smoking hot because I got smoking hot for 240. Oud
Yeah,
Maracuja on retail is like 300.
that's a lot of money, man.
It's a lot, and I was like, dude, I'd rather get the Louis Vuitton Ombre Nomad
Yeah,
for 280, which is 100 ml, instead of 300 for a 50 ml of
yeah.
Oud Maracuja.
No, it's true, and I've been on the edge, like whether I get Oud Maracuja or not. Yeah, but then like I think the fragrance is nice, but then say it comes to decanting, yeah, because it's so expensive. If you work out like £220, 1 ml of that essentially costs like £4. So I
It's
sell
gonna
two
be a
mls.
lot.
That's like to make a profit on that. You have to sell it for like £10 for 2 ml, which is fucking high.
It's too much, but I'm like, god damn, like. I know it's a good quality fragrance and the quality in there is nice and all that, but man,
Yeah, it's a lot.
I feel like they could have brought down the price a good bit, you know?
Yeah, like a 50 ml over here, if it was around £180, so around the same price as like Angel Share,
200.
that's
Yeah.
all right. But when you go over
Yeah.
£200 for 50 ml, it's a lot of money, man.
It's too much and over 300 here, which is
Yeah,
like 280 for you or something.
it's crazy. There's a
It's
couple
crazy.
fragrances on my wish list to get though. Yeah, um, there's one that's just been in my head for ages, and loads of people keep telling me, "Ah, you need to try this one." It's from Argos. It's the Triumph of Bacchus or something.
I've heard really good things about that one. That's probably the most talked about one from Argos. Apparently it reminds people of Parfums de Marly Carlisle and Red Tobacco in a way. It has
Yeah.
that similar family vibe, but I've heard it takes like those two DNAs and makes them better.
Like I want it. It's expensive though, but again, it's 100 ml. I think it cost about 275, which it's a lot of money on a fragrance that it's a blind buy, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true. I really like their bottles though. Their bottles are definitely, different. They're very artistic.
Yeah, yeah.
I
No,
like
they're
that about
nice.
them.
So what we saying? When can the people expect Cologne Talk decants, baby?
I want to say by next month, man. I want to say so you've been decanting for probably what, a month or two now?
6 weeks now.
So a month and a half.
Yeah.
What would you say, or what would be the biggest tips you'd give me into someone who's just starting decant? You got any?
Be ready. Be ready because the thing is normally when you start a business, right? Yeah, you have to acquire customers. You have to
Hmm.
get people's attention and people need to know where they can find you and stuff. Whereas obviously I had around 80,000 followers. You're starting now with a huge following as well. So as soon as the site's live, orders like I got my first order after 1 minute, 1 minute of
Damn.
the site being open. And yesterday I had so many orders, yeah. So this whole bag right here is just full of orders.
Busy weekend.
Like there's like over 55 orders in total, yeah. And then today, after this, like I'm meant to be going out, but I have to quickly do like 20 orders and then go out. So obviously it's a blessing though. That I'm super grateful for it. But
Yeah.
obviously it's a little bit tedious, it's time consuming. But again, like your people are buying off you who are super intrigued in fragrances and want to try the stuff you got. So like the best thing about it is when you like they get it and they message you like I just tried this one, it's exactly how you spoke about it, I love it, I'm gonna buy it. So you're saving like people money at the same time because they can test it. But be ready though.
I'm excited, dude. I'm excited and I'm like nervous at the same time because I want to offer people like good prices, obviously, and I
Yeah,
want to offer good shipping time and delivery time and all that.
yeah,
So hopefully, if I can like meet those two categories, I can definitely make a um, good business out of it.
yeah. Like it's and the thing about it is because what we're doing, we review fragrances and stuff like that. Yeah, so the say the money you make from that, you're not going to be using it to just be flashy and stuff. You're going to reinvest into more fragrances to
Mm.
give people more recommendations for you to try more fragrances and essentially for everyone else to become aware of more like than they already know about. So it's like a win-win for everyone.
100%. Like that's literally how I was thinking about it. I was like, yo, I'll if I'm gonna get these fragrances and then I'll get Ombre Nomad. Let's say I sell out an Nomad or a Nomad, I'll get
Yeah.
Afternoon Swim next
Hmm.
and then sell that out. Afternoon Swim, I'll get something else after and like go through different Louis Vuittons and
Yeah.
see how people like them.
And then as well, say the money that you make from that, that could lead into you creating your own fragrance further down the line as well, which is a dream, isn't it?
Yeah, dream for sure. So you're creating one this year, right?
Let's hope so, innit? Let's hope so. Fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed. But hey, this week though, we've spoken off of the podcast. We won't go into too much detail, but the stuff I've told you this week, the people need to be ready for the content that's coming from me.
Oh yeah, there's about to be some good stuff coming, and hopefully maybe a news announcement following that content.
Yeah, 100. Hopefully, it's crazy. Like, and to think about it, like all the stuff that's happened already, and it's the 21st of January. Like,
Dude, the month has went by quick.
I
Like we're
know.
almost already down with the first month of the
Yeah,
year. Like holy shit, it's
11,
crazy to think about.
11 months to go. Like after next week, so
Mhm.
like yeah, the ball's rolling. The year started well. We just need to continue. And bro, I'm telling you, I wish you all the best for the decants. And yeah, man,
100%.
it's
Thank you,
gonna be
man.
sick. It's gonna be sick.
Thank you, thank you. Yes, sir. I'm planning on definitely doing a few things different, trying the new things, all that.
Yeah.
Gotta get out of my comfort zone a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. Like, because now you gotta plan the time like even more because you're gonna have to juggle. Okay, content needs to stay top tier, so people are still watching you and you're still
Hmm.
growing, still providing value. On top of that, you're gonna be getting orders flying in, so you're gonna have to try and get that out as soon as possible. And like, yeah, it's so fun to do though.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited. Ooh, so you
I think
have,
yeah. Go on,
go
go on.
ahead. So you have like a different syringe for each bottle. You
Yeah.
have you offer 2 mil and 5 mil?
So I'm only doing two at the moment, but I'm gonna
Okay.
up it to 5 mil and 10 mil. But the only reason I started on 2 mil is because when I started, obviously all of the bottles weren't fresh. They weren't
Yeah.
like full. So to offer two, five, and tens, it was a bit confusing for me at the beginning.
Mhm.
But yeah, so I do two at the moment, but the plan is to do 5 and 10 like in the next couple of weeks.
Okay. That's good. I feel
I,
like yeah, the two is a good base because like if you're trying it out a sample, you're only gonna use it like once or for personally for me, whenever I have a sample, I only ever use it like once or twice, you know?
Yeah. Because in a 2 ml sample, so if people see you spraying crazy amount of sprays, they're like, "Oh my god, like what you doing? You're wasting that. I'll finish my fragrance in one week if you're like that." But
Mm.
in a 2 ml sample, you're getting 35 sprays,
Yeah, yeah,
which
that's
is,
true. That
and if most people do an average of what like 5 to 8 sprays, so if you do 5 sprays, you can wear that sample 7 times.
yeah,
And seven
that's
times is
true.
a good like road testing to know what's the performance, how long is it lasting, all of that stuff. So I think it's perfect, man. And the reason I got into it and I'm like, yeah, sampling's perfect because before that, literally for years, I've been buying 2 ml samples literally like every week,
Hmm.
trying shit that I don't want to buy. I want to test it first. So I always would buy samples. I swear I would spend like £100 a month on samples.
Ooh, man, I never bought samples before.
You're the king of blind buying, that's why.
I've never bought samples before. Dude, after Cynics one, bro, I have like a whole box of samples. I want to do that, like testing a random
Yeah,
sample and
yeah.
pulling it out. I need to start doing that because I never did that before because I never had the.
But do you know what's good as well? So what I done, like when I first launched, everyone who ordered from me or like every other order, I was just putting in the samples that I've got because I had loads of perfumes, the Marley, Zerjoffs. I was just giving it in there as like an extra in their order.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I
But
like
listen,
that.
everyone
Yeah.
who's listening to this, everyone just make sure you're over watching for the date when the launch is coming. So be ready because the bottles are gonna be flying.
Yes, sir. I'm excited. I'm excited. And then, well, I have a little idea for both of us
Yeah,
off cam. I'll tell you about
yeah. And I
it.
hope, yeah, for your first week, yeah, you just do samples of Zerjoff snack sauce just for free. Just give it away, bro.
Hell no. Hell no.
Because it's that shit.
This my baby right here. Dude, oh man. It's crazy to me. The first time you ever told me you hate this fragrance, I thought you were joking.
Everyone thinks I'm messing about. It's actually rubbish, but it's I hate it, man. I hate it. But have you got
All
any
right,
other
that's
fragrances on your before we jump into it, you got any other fragrances on your list? So you've done a big boy purchase of Ombre Nomad. What is next?
big boy. Nothing right now. I think maybe when I start the whole sampling thing and people request a specific fragrance and I see like multiple requests of it and I want to buy it myself, then I'll eventually get that as well.
Okay, cool. So everyone
Yeah,
stay tuned. I'm ready, man. I'm excited. Let's
yeah.
do this.
I got the stuff in the car. I'm ready to hit checkout.
He's got the stuff in the car, and then he's gonna be picking up stuff in the Batmobile as well.
In
Jeez.
the
Like
Batmobile.
everyone go over to his Instagram as well and look at the new whip. It is insane.
Dude, I got a nice video coming out on it. Like the angles, like a whole like shoot of it.
Yeah.
Just whoo wait.
I bet you've been sleeping in the car.
Dude, I've been I parked it outside my window every time I wake up. I'm like
No, that is too funny. But yeah, the title of the podcast is probably going to be something along the lines of ranking the House of Zerjov. So, how many you got? I've only got the two. So, I've got
I've got seven.
Ivory Root, Herba Pura, and he's got seven there. But I've smelt all of them guys, so don't worry. I know when I'm dropping my opinion, I know what they smell like.
Damn, I don't have enough hands.
Stack them up.
Hey.
Let's go. All right, cool.
Uh,
I'm gonna let you kick it off. Yeah, with
I think I think we're gonna have a similar opinion on this one, but number one,
oh, should we start from what's number one or should we start from the bottom?
what do you think?
Let's start from the
Where,
worst.
let's start from the worst.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
Let's start from the worst.
Ooh, man, that's hard. What are you thinking?
You know what I'm thinking?
Oh, no. Dude, there's nothing in the Zerjoff that you hate more than this?
Um, no,
No? This is your least favorite Zerjoff?
that
Holy
is my
shit.
least favorite Zerjoff by a mile.
Damn.
Don't you think
So
it
what the
smells so synthetic though?
it does smell synthetic, I agree. But it smells good though. It smells like an old style like tobacco lounge.
It's just not good enough, man. It's not good
What do
enough.
you hate about it? Like mostly like the biggest thing you hate from it.
There's not one
This
particular thing, but when I've had samples of it and I've tried it on skin, it's been a scent that's just annoyed me like all day. And there's only been two other fragrances other than that have done that for me, and it's Louis Cardin Sacred and Shagaf Oud. They're just they just do my head in, bro.
Dude, so if a lot of people request samples of this, you're not gonna get it?
I'm not getting it for nothing. Even if there
Damn.
was like, we'll buy a sample for £100, I'm not getting it, bro. No, but you know what? I won't be a dickhead, yeah, because a lot of people are gonna kill me if we put that in last spot. So we'll leave that for
No,
now.
no. If you want to put it last, we can put it last for you.
Yeah, yeah. I'm happy with
All right,
Naxos in last place then.
all right, we'll do last for you. What would you put over that? Have you tried a Lendy?
No, what one's that? Let me see the bottle.
I don't have I
Oh,
sold it, bro. I got it and I sold it like the next day.
oh, that's the one you got as a tester, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah,
Nah,
that's the one I got, and it was just too feminine for me. It's listed as a unisex fragrance, but I think a lot of dessert drops are listed like that, or a lot of niche fragrances are listed as unisex. It was just a little too feminine for me.
yeah, I've never tried that one. So
Yeah,
Naxos is in the bottom, yeah. What's the title gonna be now? Naxos is the worst Sergio fragrance.
Naxos is the people are gonna click it and be like, "Yo, what the hell?"
They're like, listen, these two unfollow, unsubscribe, gone.
Above, well, for me, last place. I don't know, man. Lately, I haven't been really craving this. Alexandria too.
See, I would have put that. I would have put that higher though.
I want to put it higher, but I'm
Oh,
comparing it to the rest of them. Actually, you know what? That's hard, man. It's between these three as last place. 40 knots, Alexandria 2, and Herbapure.
oh. See, out of those three, I would go 40 knots.
40 knots.
Yeah,
I I'm I would you know what? I'll agree with you.
like
It's
it.
it's a good fragrance.
Yeah,
It's like I'm getting incense from it. It's like an incense green, a little bit of spices, but has a fresh spiciness to it as well.
but then like because I would like say if you want something a little bit spicy, like with an incense kind of leathery like touch to it, you would go with ivory root instead all day long.
Ivory root, yeah. This is definitely the better, spicier fragrance because it also comes off a little creamy too
Yeah,
from the sandalwood, which is really nice. I think it's also smoother. It's definitely smoother than 40
100%.
knots.
So
Yeah.
we agree in 40 knots in second from last.
I I agree to last place 40 knots.
All right, cool. So your last place is 40 knots. My last place is Naxos. Yeah, we'll keep it like
Naxos,
that.
yep.
And
All
then out
right.
of the stuff we got there, there's some bangers. But I think you mentioned it just a second ago, and I think it's fair to put Herba Pura in just above last place. Like,
Yeah, I'm down to do that. Even though this is one of my most complimented fragrances in my collection. Like the ladies love this shit.
I, I haven't actually worn this in a while yet, but smelling it now, it smells even better than before.
It's literally, oh man, dude. So I never had this fragrance, and I would watch your videos, and you would describe it as a fresh fruit basket.
Yeah,
Dude, literally, I got it based off the description. I was like, wow, like that is the best
yeah.
description ever on it.
It's it's a sick fragrance. Obviously, there's people that go, "Oh, it's zesty, it's a little bit feminine." I don't think so at all.
I
And
don't
this
think
is
so
one
at
that
all.
because of the musk in the base, yeah, it gives it a little bit extra than just being a floral, no, like a floral fruity fragrance. It gives it some depth where you can wear it in the winter as well.
And it's not an overly fruity fragrance. Like that's the most dominant thing in it, but it also has like a citrus kind of orangey opening to it, and then it goes into that very fruity, sweet aroma.
Yeah. What are you saying is Herba Pura zesty?
No, 100% no.
And what is your thoughts on the new Herba Pura bottle as well?
I don't know if I like it. Like this, I feel like adds class to it.
Mm.
Even though I think the other one looks a little bit sleeker.
But then it's just so annoying when you get the little dust all around it, man.
Yeah, I have the dust. The dust is like crazy on this shit. It picks up dust like no tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, no, it does feel classy. It feels rich, sophisticated. Like
Yeah.
velvet and gold is like the two best things you could want. But I think I like the newer bottle just because it's clean.
Have you tried the Herba Gold?
Yeah, I like Urban
Do
Gold.
you like Herba Gold more?
I think just a little, it's just a little bit more smoother and not as harsh.
Yeah, I agree with that one, but I think this one lasts a little bit more than Herba Gold. Like this
I
one is a powerhouse.
Yeah, this is a beast mode fruity fragrance, yeah. And a lot of people obviously when they're deciding what fruity one to go with, do they go for this or do they go for God of Fire by Stefan Humbert Lucas? God of Fire smells great, but it does not last like this fragrance lasts and projects as well. So I would go for this one. If anyone's thinking, oh, which one should I get? Herba Pure is better, man.
Herba Pures is it's really good, man. Even though it's coming to last, like still or like second to last spot
Yeah,
for me, it's still really good. Like
and
this with my coworkers, I've worn it to work, man. They always compliment me on it.
yeah,
Like girls love the sweet, fruity fragrances.
yeah, 100%. And even though we're saying like last place and second from last, all of these fragrances we've got for a reason because they're nice fragrances. So none of them are
Yeah.
awful, obviously apart from Naxos for me, but yeah, but they're all sick fragrances, or we wouldn't have bought them.
Yeah, I agree. 100%. All right, I think over Herba Pura, I'm gonna put Alexandria too.
Oh, Oh, that is tough, bro.
Okay, because this is a good fragrance. Honestly, it is good. I just don't find an occasion to wear it.
Mm.
I feel like it's a special occasion type fragrance, and I'm just like, how often do I have a special occasion? You know?
Smell it because I was close. It was gonna be either Ivory Root or Alexandria 2 in the next spot, but now I'm smelling Ivory Root. There's just something special about it, man.
I think it's the sandalwood, dude. The sandalwood just does it so nicely in Ivory Root.
And
I think the reason I'm not the biggest fan of this, even though I like it, just not overly crazy about it, is how powdery it
mm,
comes off to me.
so for a long time, I actually thought, oh, Alexandria 2 was hella overrated. Yeah. I was like, everyone's going on about it's the best surge off. I was like, no, it's not even close. And then I got a sample of it when I bought Ivory Root, and I was like, shit, this is actually good, you know?
It's pretty good, dude, but it's really expensive too.
Yeah,
I feel like it's one of the most. I think this is the most expensive Zerjoff I have, and I
yeah.
just don't justify the price that much for it.
I've actually never recommended anyone to purchase it just because of the price alone.
Yeah, the price is really expensive. This was like $200 for a 50 ml.
And that's your prices with discounters and shit, yeah.
Yeah, with discounters, retail this is probably like 300.
It's crazy. It is yeah, so I definitely I agree. I agree that that goes in next spot.
Yeah, it's just like where would you wear this to?
That's like a graduation or but and it's one of those events that don't happen too often.
Yeah, like a
Yeah,
special occasion type thing, and you're not really gonna reach for it a lot.
yeah. No, I
Like
agree.
get this fragrance if you already have a lot of other fragrances for your regular day, your date night, all this. This would be just like set on the side for
Yeah.
that one night that you want to stand out from the rest of the crowd.
And but we can't lie, that shit is powerful. It's a beast mode and it projects as well.
It is powerful, and it does come off unique as well.
Yeah. So sorry guys, yeah. I know loads of you lot love the hype of Alexandria too, but it's going in there, man.
Yep, unfortunately. Have you tried Alexandria 3?
I was literally just gonna ask you the same thing. Have you tried it?
I haven't tried it. No, have you?
I've tried it. I think two's better.
Do you think 2 is better?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, nobody really ever talks about 3.
Nah.
Everybody always says 2 is better.
So what we left with? So we got Tony Iommi, we've got Ivory Root, and what's another one?
Torino 21 and 22. I don't have 22, but I have tried it.
Okay. So for me, next on the list is Torino 21.
You like 22 more than 21?
22, 21's here, 22's up here. There's no comparison. 22 is way better.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one. So I tried the 22, and I don't know if you remember, but I'm not a fan of the Baccarat Rouge DNA.
Mm.
And it does remind me a good amount of the Baccarat Rouge DNA, and I'm just not a fan of it, man.
I don't
Even though it
I
does make it better. It does
yeah.
make the Baccarat Rouge DNA better, and I like it more than Baccarat Rouge.
I
It's
was
not
this
the
close yesterday to buying 22. This
Have you
close,
tried
bro.
23 yet?
Yeah.
You like
I,
it?
it's it leans a little bit feminine, like
So out of 21, 22, 23, rate them from best to worst.
22 is number one, 21's number two, 23 is number three.
Yeah, not a lot of people are liking the 23, man.
Nah, nah.
It's
It's a nice
damn.
fragrance, but it's a little bit too floral. From what I remember, it's got some white florals in there. And I'm like, nah, man, I prefer 22 by far.
Hmm. Okay, so this is where I'm gonna put 22 and then 21 above it. So
Okay.
we're switched on that one.
So would you, with what we've got left, would you say 20 Torino 21's better than Ivory Root or Tony Iommi?
I'd say Tony Iommi, I like it more. So this is definitely below Tony Iommi. But Ivory Root, let me hold up.
You got to smell test that. There's something special about Ivory Root. You can admit that.
I agree with that. It's probably the best, one of the best spicy fragrances I have.
Yeah.
Like this does the spices really damn well.
But not too overly in your face though.
Hmm. Hmm.
It's a nice, subtle, smooth one. So what are you saying? What are you saying?
I'm agree with you. We'll put 21. Wait, yeah, 21, and then Ivory Root above it.
Are you sure we need to debate Ivory Root versus Tony Iommi though?
All right, so we'll put down Torino 21.
Yeah.
We'll put this above Torino 21, and then we'll come to these two.
So this is the final two people. It's the battle. We have Ivory Root and we've got Tony Iommi. And I said we're gonna debate it. We're not really.
No, not really. We are both already know the winner.
Like, so let's explain both of them in a little bit more depth, yeah. So Ivory Root, where would you kind of wear that fragrance?
Definitely during the fall and winter. I wouldn't
Yeah,
wear it in summer or spring at all. This is more of a going out fragrance.
mm,
Maybe date night.
definitely.
Definitely date night, maybe a bar, going to a bar, going to dinner with someone, something like that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
I
a
think
rich,
it's a more dress up kind of fragrance.
yep, it's a
Yeah.
rich fragrance. It has really good depth to it. It's so good, man.
What would you rate it out of 10?
9.3.
Oh, yeah.
It's so I like it, man. The spices in here are just really well done, and like you said, they're not in your face. They're not too much,
Yeah.
and it's not like it's synthetic. It just feels like natural spices, you know?
So do you think the creaminess, because when I first tried it, I was like, yeah, vanilla in the base 100%, but on the notes, it doesn't show up as vanilla's in this. So do you think it comes from the sandalwood?
I think it does come from the sandalwood, yeah, because it does have a nice woody background to it,
Yeah.
and from that woodiness, the creaminess is also from the sandalwood. So it's a spicy, creamy, woody fragrance.
So hey, that's a perfect description for it. Like if anyone wants to try a Zerja fragrance, like it's kind I would say it's kind of slept on a little bit.
I agree. I agree it's slept on. Like before I seen like ever like two, three people talk about it in fragrance TikTok,
Yeah.
and then you mentioned Dan. I was like, yo, you can't go wrong with TJ's recommendations
Let's go.
sometimes. And then I was like, yo, I'm a cop it. I asked you, I was like, yo, should I get Torino 21 or Ivory Root? And you were like, yes, do it. I got
Yeah.
it. I was like, yes, it's worth it.
But you
And it
can't wear this that often though because of how hot it is where you are.
yeah, it's definitely perfect for fall and winter, but I only have like 4 months of fall and winter. So
Yeah.
other than that, I probably wouldn't see myself wearing this.
So
And I also made a video on this before. This was $100.
shit.
This is probably one of the cheapest, probably the cheapest Zerda fragrance out there.
Yeah. Because yeah, for me it's 150 and that's pretty cheap compared to the other Zerjoff
Yeah.
prices. Like,
And it lasts and it performs and it does well too.
yeah, fully. So
So
Ivory Root in at number two. If you guys want to try a slept on Zerjoff fragrance, then definitely go for that one. And number flipping one has to be the
Tony
Boozy Beast.
Iommi. Oh my God.
Do you know how long I've been saying to you that I'm gonna be picking it up?
Dude, you've been telling me for like a year. I'm like, yeah, I'm still waiting. Well, now they released 100 ml, so you can pick that up.
I might have to pick it up, man.
And did you see the new one, Tony Deified?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna pick that up as soon as it drops, man.
Do you know when they're coming out?
No idea.
Nah.
I know from the three or four that got leaked, Torino 23 is the only one that got released.
Okay. And
Yeah.
we discussed earlier on in the episode of Oud Maracuja being a oud and passion fruit fragrance. I'm sure. Does this one have passion fruit?
Yeah, passion fruit, yep.
And
Caramel,
is there rum in there as well?
yep, rum. It has. Does it give you kind of like a tobacco? Like there's some type of tobacco in here.
See, I would have said leather, a
Me,
leatheriness to it.
I kind of get like a spicy tobacco in a way, but
But
I don't think there's any tobacco listed in here.
and with the rum in there, if loads of people hear boozy fragrances, the first thing that comes to their mind is probably angel share, but it's not a boozy fragrance like that. It's more,
It's
it's just properly well crafted, and you wouldn't call it a boozy fragrance though.
it's very sophisticated. It's like a gourmand boozy fragrance.
Yeah,
It has like a bit of booziness, but it's not overly boozy, like you said, Angel Share.
yeah.
Um, It's very nice, man.
It is good. I think the next two Zerjoff pickups here, whenever they happen, is Torino 22 first, and then I'm coming for that one right there.
It's so good that it's like hard to describe.
Like
If that makes sense.
it's one of them fragrances that you don't even want to spray too much. You just want to literally just smell it all the time. Like,
Dude, for a long time, Naxos was my number one, and dude, I just like sat there and I compared them. I was like, bro, this blows Naxos out the
yeah.
water. I'm sorry.
And you know, when you go into a store to try fragrances, yeah, and you go and pick it up and the test is finished, you know it's good. And wherever I've gone, it took me so long to even try it because every time I went out, there was nothing left.
Damn. So you're getting this soon, then, is what I'm hearing.
This year, 100%. The next two Zerjos, Torino 22, Tony Iommi, and then
Ooh,
yeah, let's see what else.
I better see Tony Iommi picked up and Naomi deified.
And before we end, yeah, so that's the rankings. Tony Iommi wins as the best one that we've got in our collection. What do you think is the most underrated Zerjoff? I've got one in my head right now.
I kind of want to say this, man. I feel like this is really underrated. Not a
It,
lot of people talk about it. I don't think I've really seen anybody on Fragrance TikTok talk about it.
not really. You hear them say it's nice, but no one really has it.
Yeah, no one really has it.
But I got a slept on one, yeah. Decas.
Yeah, oh, I've seen that one. I haven't tried it.
It's in the same bottle as like Renaissance and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I know. Okay, I know what one you're talking about now.
It's
The juice looks very similar. The bottle, the juice looks very similar to Naxos, right?
yeah, but it's better than that.
So I want to try. I think it was called Via Canur or
Via Cavour.
Via
Ooh,
Cavour. I've heard that one is really good, and I
that
also
one.
want to try Starlight.
Starlight's banging.
I've heard Starlight is really good. I think those two might be my next pickup for Zerjoff.
I thought you were gonna pick up La Capitale.
Ah,
No.
I think I'll pick Venom Incarnate.
Let's go. Let's go. I we're
I
gonna
think
put a little go on, go on.
I think I trust your nose a little more.
We'll put a poll on the video so you guys can let us know what's your favorite Zerjo fragrance. I'm intrigued. We'll put a list of all of these ones. We'll do like 10. I'm intrigued to see what the highest voted one's going to be.
All right, bet I'm done. I'm
Yeah.
excited. What if Naxos is number one?
Yeah.
I
And
need
then
you to
then
make a full video on Naxos and buy a bottle.
if Naxos is number one, within the next 2 months, I'll pick up a bottle of Naxos.
I bet deal.
I shake. And listen, quickly before the podcast ends, this week we're going to be recording with someone special,
Rix. Oh.
Ryex Fragrances. Nice, cool. Ryex Fragrances. So we might discuss the House of Stefan Humbert Lucas because he's got a lot. But yeah, man, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll see you next week, same time. Love for
Love
the
for the
love.
love, my people.
Let's go.
Let's
Peace.
go.